This is going to be a quick EDC pocket dump. It's not going to be of much interest to anybody unless they find this over at the Everyday Carry community and are following my thread. And even then, not really that exciting because, hey, we all carry shit in our pockets. Alright, by the way, I'm wearing a Sun2 Vector watch. This is not something I normally wear. I'm not concerned with time. It doesn't really matter to me. I don't ever generally have to be anywhere in particular at any particular time. I mean, I do have a job and I have to be there, but it's fairly close to home and I leave with plenty of time, so I'm never not on time, right? So I'm not like, oh my god, what time is it? But yeah, but I just put, this had not had a battery in it for a real long time, and I found a battery cleaning out my desk. I'm like, I might as well put it in there. And today is actually the first day I put it back on my wrist. I mean, it's not like I don't like watches. I used to wear watches all the time. In fact, I think this was the first Father's Day present I ever got, and you know, I have kids in their 20s, so you know, it's an older watch. But yeah, and I have other watches, dive watches, whatever. But I don't like having stuff on my wrists. All right, so that's that. Primary knife at the moment, Spyderco Paramilitary 2. This one has a Casey Lynch pocket clip. I like those clips. They're titanium, they're deep carry, they work really well. Availability is not always great on them, but if you're patient, you can always pick one up. This is not normally the knife I carry. I've been carrying this for probably 2 or 3 months again. I don't know, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a great knife. For me though, if you follow me online, you know that I much prefer a Spyderco Endura. I think that's the perfect knife. It basically is similar in size, shape, function to this. This tip is a little more pointy and pronounced, and it's actually a little better for doing surgery, you know, minor surgery on yourself, cleaning your fingernails, hygiene stuff. But for the most part, I don't know, it's a little too pointy for me. Sometimes when I eat an apple, I don't have an apple here, but this is just some pumpkin seeds. I normally kind of poke around the top part of the stem and the bottom part of the stem in a circle, and then I cut it, you know, all the way around, so I have like little wedges and I break them off and eat them. That's how I do it, right? I know I'm a little weird, but this, when you're doing this, a lot of times, like, either not on the way down necessarily, but like on the way up, like I constantly scratch myself, which never used to happen with the Endura. And I don't know, I'm partial to an Endura, but this is one of those knives that sits on my island. Most of my knives are in Pelican boxes, but I always want to try to carry this, so it's out on my kitchen island along with a few other knives. But I always mainly go with an Endura. But this is so close to an Endura that I just been carrying it for a couple months, 3 months, and haven't really thought twice about it. So if you're liking the Endura and you want something a little bigger and you prefer this kind of compression lock, I don't know. There's nothing wrong with this knife. This is a fantastic knife. This would be a Grell knife for somebody. Let's get rid of these. This would be a Grell knife for somebody. By the way, that's not rust or anything. That's, you know, I'm doing this right after I had lunch, so there's some banana schmutz on there because I sliced up a banana. Just needs to be cleaned. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I didn't take it out and go back to the Endura. So I don't know. Whatever. In case you're interested, the other knives on my island that just stay there and don't ever get put away in a Pelican box with the rest of the collection, I have a G10 Griptilian with the Spidey hole, because the Spidey hole is the best thing in the world, right? I mean, we can all agree on that. There's a Spyderco Manix, and there's a small, like, little everyday carry combat style fixed blade, which I'm not going to name because, well, I'm just not going to name it. For shitty cutting, cardboard, what have you. This is a Gerber. I forget what it's called, but I want to see EAD or something. I don't know. You guys can look it up. Just go to the Gerber webpage. They make 2 of these. They make this one, and then they make a lightweight version, which is basically the same thing, just a little skeletonized. Yeah, it's whenever you got to do something nasty, of course, because that you can replace. It's pretty nice. You can open this one-handed with the, using the screw as a thumb stud. You can't close it like normally. you know, you can open it up. I would close this against my leg, but you know. So yeah, carry that. This is an old Budget Light Forum Manker it was produced by, but I think now they sell them as Astrolux. I think Astrolux, what is it, an S2 or an S1 or something? I forget. They make this exact same light. You can buy it online. Still to this day, I want to say this is probably 5 years old. I have a review of this when it first came out, so you can go back and see how long I've been carrying it. I've purchased other flashlights since then, and if you go over to the Budget Light Forum, to the flashlight collection page, I think I'm post number 9 or 10 right there, and you can see, I haven't updated it in a while, you can probably see like 95% of my flashlight collection all listed out, and I have other lights that are probably theoretically nicer than this, but this form factor, the programmable UI, the deep pocket clip, the no sharp edges really. You can see this thing's been dropped, beat up. It's really great. I still consider this to be like the best flashlight for the money for EDC that you can buy. By the way, if I got the Astrolux model name wrong, I'll put it at the bottom of the screen for you guys. So yeah, that's that. And the only other thing I'm carrying in my pockets is just a bandana. So left front pocket, right front pocket. I happen to be wearing tactical pants, so there's like the little magazine pocket in the front thigh area. That's where that's clipped. By the way, this thing would be perfect if it came in an earth tone, you know. Or Gerber's got ones that kind of slide out on the side. I don't know what they're called, but those would be great if they had some kind of pocket hook. But yeah, and a bandana in my right rear pocket, and that's it. Well, way to keep stuff centered like a pro. Yeah, so that's just basically what I've been carrying. You notice that I'm not carrying a multi-tool. I have a multi-tool in my bag, which is always kind of close at hand, and I don't really need the multi-tool on a moment's notice ever. And that's that. What else? There's going to be another video close to this one, either right before it or right after it, with my bag dump, and that will explain, or you'll see my phone. And I don't normally carry my phone on me. It's just a normal cheap smartphone, nothing special. But I usually keep it in the bag because I don't really need it. Boy, it's been so long since I did videos that I can't keep stuff centered. I probably should zoom in, right? All right, I'm sure nobody's got questions. Thanks for watching. See y'all later.